Okay, Ed, what have you made today now?
Well, what I've got here is a homemade mini Canon. It's actually a 22 caliber. It has a 1/16 fuse. It's built up on the chunk of black cherry, I guess, and full Canon. I think total length maybe 4 inches, 3.5 of powder space, I guess, if you fill it to the tip, which we're not going to do. But I have my handy little measurement.
Now, why
tool.
wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you fill it up to the tip?
Fill it up to the tip, you've got no room for the projectile.
Oh, okay.
And there's a good chance that it'll blow up in your face. Blow into millions of pieces.
That would not be good, right?
That wouldn't be good at all.
So, what made you get the idea how to make a Canon? Why you do that?
Well, because I can.
Because every month when I talk to you about once a month, you always come up with a different thing. You're always making something different. What drives you to do all these things?
Not having these things. And if you want something, you either go spend lots of money to get it, or you make it yourself if you can. Apparently I can, so...
All right, let's do a close-up here of your Canon and look at all the details of it.
Sure.
Okay, what's this? Where did you get this piece of brass here, Ed?
Well, that piece of brass came from a billet that I bought for making hilts on knives. It's actually 5/8 thick, 2.5 inches wide by 2.5 feet long. It was 3 feet, and it's $75. So it's all hand cut. I don't own a lathe, so it's all hand machine, ground, polished, sanded.
And you drill a hole here, and
I drilled a hole, yes sir, 5.5 millimeters, actually 5.6 I think, just a little bigger than 22.
5.6 millimeter.
Yeah.
And then you put what, a 1/4 inch threaded rod?
Yep, the 1/4 inch threaded rod's actually soldered to the Canon itself because I didn't want to drill a hole through it to weaken the machine, or the piece.
Okay.
So we have approximately, I'd say 5/8 of an inch of solid brass behind the fuse hole. So if it's going to blow apart, it's going to be from the sides or the top or bottom, and so the safest place to be when this thing's firing is probably behind it.
So what's this little hole here on top?
So that little hole is the fuse hole. That's where I put the little fuses. So these fuses came from hydro crackers. They're little waterproof fuses for, I think they last 5 seconds, and they're used for firecrackers that I use for bear bangers on the jobs.
Oh, okay.
So I just pulled them out, yep.
So what is that instrument there, Ed?
So what we have here is a 6.5 grain measuring device for measuring my black powder. It's actually a piece of brass soldered to the back end of a 30-30 spent shell, Winchester shell. Had it weighed on an actual ammunition's scale there to measure, and it actually holds 6.5 grains of black powder.
So sorry, what kind of shell is it this from?
That was a 30-30 shell.
Now what is this rod here for, Ed?
So this is actually the ramrod for packing in the black powder, the wad, and the bullet. And this end here is to ream out any fouling that's going to occur. When you use black powder, it'll coat onto the inside of the Canon, so I have it a little tapered off to fit into the end of the bore to be able to scrape out the pattern, then just blow into the fuse hole and all the fouling comes out and you're ready for another shot.
So what about we go outside and shoot that thing?
Yeah, I guess I'll load it up and then we'll go shoot it.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
This is not going to blow up in my face right here, is it, Ed?
No, it shouldn't. There's nothing to create a spark.
Now where do you get that black powder?
Black powder you could get at any gun shop. It's special order as it's a black powder that burns really quick. It's a 4F.
But we're in Canada here. How can you get black powder at a gun shop? We need a special license here in Canada.
No, there's no license required for getting black powder actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you're worrying me. You're banging that thing in there. Can't it set it off?
Nope, because it requires a spark to set it off, and my brass on brass won't create any spark.
So do you need an FAC to buy black powder?
No, you don't. There's no... Just to buy like completely built ammunition.
That's incredible. Okay, hold it. What did you put in there? A piece of what?
It's just a piece of wadding, yep.
Is that like much paper? Or?
It's just a piece of slightly weighted Kleenex.
Oh, damn.
So here we have the 22 projectile.
Oh my God, you're putting a 22 caliber bullet in there?
I am so.
That is scary, Ed. I'm worried now. And you got your fuse in there, so it's ready to go.
It's hot.
Oh my God.
Let's get some boards and something to shoot at.
Let's try it out. Okay, Ed, so you're going to attempt to shoot that 22 caliber bullet. See if it's going to go through those two 2x4s.
See if it'll go at least.
And Ed just put a heavy piece of wood here to hold the Canon.
You ready to go?
Ready, Ed.
Alright, here goes.
That smells like gunpowder here, Ed. The Canon's still here. Oh, it didn't go through the... There's the bullet hole here.
Yeah, it looks like it went even. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready, Ed.
Alright, here goes.
So there's the that's a 22 bullet.
Yep, that one's 22 bullet.
22 bullet, and what is that?
22 pellet.
22 pellet. So they went about the same depth, eh?
Yep.
So there's the 22 bullet and the 22 pellet. The 22 pellet is pretty mangled up. Thanks for watching.